Hey gang, Mark Sweeney here on a very special day. Not only is it Wednesday, and every Wednesday is special to me because I do Wisdom Wednesdays, which is what you're experiencing right now. Many of you might have tuned in the past. If you're new to Wisdom Wednesday and seeing it for the first time, welcome. I'm Mark Sweeney from Austin Dental Spa. It doesn't look like a dental office, but it is. It is also in a very spa-like environment. And so we do this every Wednesday for about the last 7 years or so. It takes about 10 minutes. Usually I bring up scientific information that might help you live a better and higher quality life. And then we throw in a little health tip at the end. Today will be no different, but today is different because it's also Valentine's Day. And so what a treat to be able to have Wisdom Wednesday on such a special day. And our topic today is going to be about just that. We're going to talk about the Love Trifecta, which is dark chocolate, red wine, and being in love. And how do those three things connect with each other, and what are the relative pros and cons of each one? And so before we get into that, if you are interested in what you see and you enjoy it, and you're interested in going back and looking at some of our previous issues, I've got two younger dentists, that the K team I call them, Dr. Krista and Dr. Kirsten, who join me quite often, but of course they both had dates tonight to go to, and so I'm going to go sample some red wine right across the street. But they are not joining me today, but if you're interested, on Facebook, on our Austin Dental Spa Facebook page, and also on our YouTube channel, you can go back and archive and look at previous issues. We've covered a lot of interesting topics. So let's get into this. This is a fun topic today. Let's talk about dark chocolate first. Why dark chocolate and not milk chocolate? Well, dark chocolate, especially in the more concentrated forms, 85% or more, it has much less sugar in it. The milk chocolate, they take dark chocolate, and which comes pretty much straight from the cocoa plant. They take dark chocolate and they mix milk and sugar in with it in varying quantities to get, or percentages to get to the milk chocolate, which is like 50% dark chocolate and 50% sugar and milk. As you raise the level from 50 to 70%, the dark chocolate is a little bit bitter. You who have tried it before know, and by the time you get to 85%, it has a little bit of a bite to it. It doesn't taste like milk chocolate at all. It's not as creamy and certainly not as sweet, but because of that fact that it has less sugar in it, right there, it makes the dentist happy to know that you're not taking in as much sugar content. Otherwise, dark chocolate also has cocoa solids, which is what I was talking about earlier from the cocoa plant. And the cocoa plant has flavonols, which are antioxidants. So there's reason number two that dark chocolate is healthy for you. The flavonols are related to the production of nitric oxide, not nitrous oxide, like we give people to raise their pain threshold a little bit and make them kind of happy. That's the laughing gas. Nitric oxide is N3O instead of N2O, and it relaxes your blood vessels. It's something your body does naturally, but there are a lot of vitamin supplements out there, especially for bodybuilders, that claim to help your body generate nitric oxide in higher levels, and it actually as an end result can lower your blood pressure naturally. Also beneficial in fighting cell damage, so they could be considered anti-aging. And 4 grams of dark chocolate also has a lot of dietary fiber in it, which will aid in digestion. So there are lots of studies out there about chocolate, especially the dark chocolates, but really any chocolate boosting your mood. So there was a big controversy a couple of years ago because these scientists came out saying, if you're depressed, eat more chocolate. which every dentist on the planet said, yes, yes, do more research like that. But there was an actual study in January of 2022 that found that participants who ate 85% dark chocolate daily maintained better overall mood control than those who ate the milk chocolate. But what they considered a daily amount was 1 ounce of 85% dark chocolate. So that's not very much. That's like a little block of that. It's like potato chips. Most people can't eat just one. So like everything else, moderation is the key. Let's go to the next, number 2, red wine. Now, this has a lot of controversy around it as well. There are as many scientists who claim they've done scientific studies that say red wine is not so healthy for you, but there are plenty of studies that say that even there was a guy running around the dental community about 10 years ago selling grapeseed extract, concentrated grapeseed extract, and he claimed that if you did like the oil pullers where you fill your mouth with it and just swish it around for a minute or two, that it penetrated your gums and would cure gum disease. It turned out not to be quite that direct cause and effect, but it certainly didn't hurt anybody. So grapeseed extract, where do they get wine from? Grapes. So the grapes also are known for having good antioxidant properties. Antioxidants we've talked about many times. Those are things that float through your system, killing off the free radicals or neutralizing the free radicals in your system that are known to be cancer inducing. So they're going to help you more than hurt you. So fends off the harmful bacteria. The study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry said that it broke up the bacteria that form on your teeth and the sticky film that they had, and they were able to identify 2 wine polyphenols that reduce the chances of bacteria sticking to the teeth. So who knew that red wine might actually help break up the plaque? So swish it around a little bit before you swallow it. And but again, let's get to the bottom line. All these scientific studies say an amount of red wine that they suggested is 1 glass per day, maybe 2. So it's not like drinking 1 glass a day, it does one thing. So drinking a whole bottle is 4.5 times more. It doesn't work like that. Wish I could tell you different. Last, and this is the most fun one, in our love triangle is how does being in love affect your health? Well, there have been studies on this, believe it or not. Here's some surprising benefits of being in love. That feeling that you get when you can't think about anything else except that other person, and pheromones get given off. Some places even sell it like cologne and men's cologne and women's perfume as a pheromone to induce people from the opposite sex to be more interested in you. But it's given off naturally by your body if you're feeling right. But there have been research that suggests that married people in particular, but happily married people, not all married people. Sorry, guys, it's not that simple. They typically live longer. So it lowers your risk of having a heart attack if you're living a happy life, certainly developing certain types of cancer, and even becoming infected with pneumonia, all from that happy level of being happily in love with someone else. Reduces depression, which we talked about with the chocolate. I think I'll take the chocolate. But falling in love, getting married, maintaining healthy relationships and friendships has been shown to reduce depression. In some other people with a bad marriage, it actually causes depression. That's a different story for another Wisdom Wednesday. There's been evidence to show that it lowers blood pressure. So just like the other two factors, you combine all three, and we got something going on here that happy people that are happily married or happily in love tend to have lower blood pressure than people who are unhappily married. Number 4, being in love helps with your gut microbiome. 80% of our immune systems are in the gut microbiome, in the bacterial flora and fauna that live in our intestines and help us digest our foods, but they also greatly affect our immune systems. And so a feeling of being in love changes that gut biome according to research and makes it more healthy. So you're going to digest your food better and you're going to have a healthier immune system. And number 5, it improves your sleep unless the other person is snoring. Sorry to add that in, but how would I know that? Ask me. So those things, those 3 things, if you've got all 3 of them, hey, great. Any one of them might, in moderation, lead to a healthier life, but all 3 of them combined, and we're talking about this on Valentine's Day because this is a great day to talk about falling in love. And so take it as it is, and I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. My health tip for the week is go eat some chocolate. Go drink some red wine. Go fall in love. 2 of the 3 ain't bad. And I will see you next week for another version of Wisdom Wednesday, and we will hit another subject. Happy Valentine's Day.